Now once again, class 9, fundamental unit of life. We are going to study the same topic, the fundamental unit of life. I am your classroom teacher, Lalita Shrivastava, joining you Sci-Learn. We are going to complete the rest of the topic, including in cell organelle. Now, next is the sixth number of the cell organelle, that is called mitochondria. Mitochondria. Again, it is made up of two words. It is a combination of two words. One is called the mitos. Mitos means thread. And another is the chondrion. And chondrion means granule-like. It is composed of two words. Mitos. Mitos. It means thread. And chondrion. It means granule-like. Granule-like. Granule छोटे छोटे से दाने उसके समान है, ठीक है. It was discovered suddenly. All of the sudden, a German pathologist, his name was Richard Altman. He discovered suddenly about the mitochondria. Who discovered mitochondria? It was all of the sudden discovered by a German. It was all of the sudden. He is doing his work and suddenly he observed something in the cell, and that is considered as the mitochondria. The German pathologist, his name is Richard Altman. Richard Altman. And this activity was performed in the year 1890. It is performed in the year 1890. So who discovered mitochondria? It was discovered by Richard Altman in 1890. Now what is mitochondria? We have to define the term mitochondria. It is a cell organelle present in all the eukaryotic cells. But how we have defined it? It is a round or oval shaped. It is round or oval shaped organelle found in eukaryotic organisms. And what is the function of mitochondria? It produces electricity. So how would we define it? It is round or somehow oval shaped cell organelle which produce cell organelle which is present in eukaryotic cells and produces energy. This is a simple definition of the mitochondria. Mitochondria is a cell organelle discovered by German pathologist, that is Richard Altman in 1890. It is granule-like and is present only in the eukaryotic cells. And what is the function? It produces electricity. Now what about the structure of the mitochondria? Mitochondria is granule-like. It is very much important cell organelle in the cell because it performs lots of functions, and very important function is it produces energy which helps to perform all the activities. Now see the structure of mitochondria. As it is present in eukaryotic cells, it means it is clear, it is membrane bonded. Okay, membrane से घिरा हुआ होगा, covered होगा. So it is membrane bonded organelle, or it is double membrane bonded organelle, somehow oval or round in shape. Okay, this is the outer membrane. In inner membrane various folds are present. Okay. In inner membrane, various folds are present. Certain substances are there. Some liquid material is also there. And also, it consists DNA and F1 particle. Okay, this is the structure of mitochondria. Mitochondria consists, this is the outer membrane, membrane bonded, outer membrane. This is inner membrane, inner membrane. Inner membrane has a lot of folds. बहुत सारे folds present है, and that fold is called the cyst. The folds are called the cyst. The cyst is present here. It consists ribosome. Ribosome is the word repeated again. You know what is the ribosome in the video with the endoplasmic reticulum. This is the DNA molecule. DNA again you know very well. DNA is the deoxyribose nucleic acid. This is F1 particles. This is F1 particles, and liquid is present inside it, and that liquid is called matrix. This is the structure of DNA. DNA consists mitochondria. Mitochondria consists DNA molecule. It means it has genetic material, and it also consists the ribosome. Ribosome is the protein factory of the cell. It means if it is needed, then mitochondria is able to synthesize protein as well as the nuclear material is also present in the mitochondria. And this is a peculiar characteristic in the mitochondria. Now, what about the structure of mitochondria? First point, it has two membranes. One is called the outer membrane and one is called the inner membrane. It is bonded with two membranes that is outer and inner membrane. Okay. Now what is the second structure? In a structure wise, what is the second characteristic is there? The outer membrane is made up of a protein, and that protein is called porin. Outer membrane is made up of a protein called porin. Okay. Now what about the inner membrane? As I told you, inner membrane has a large number of folds, and this fold is called the cyst. Inner membrane has a large number of folds called cyst. Okay. Now what components make the inner membrane? Inner membrane को कौन बनाता है? It is made up of the protein and phospholipid. Okay. Inner membrane is made up of protein and phospholipid. Okay, this is the difference, somehow difference between the inner membrane and the outer membrane. And one more important thing is there, which is a peculiar characteristic of the mitochondria. Mitochondria has its own DNA and the ribosome. Mitochondria has its own DNA, and ribosome. It means it contains the nucleus of cells as well as it is able to make or synthesize the protein also. So this is the peculiar characteristic that is present in the mitochondria. the structure-wise explanation about the mitochondria. But mitochondria is important cell organism. And what is that important? That important is that mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called the powerhouse of the cell? Before that, I want to ask you, what is powerhouse? Anybody? Must remind what is powerhouse. It is not a new term. You know very well. Powerhouse, it is a place where the electricity is generated. Okay, powerhouse is the place where electricity is generated. It is not only generated, जहाँ electricity को बनाया जाता है, सिर्फ बनाया नहीं जाता. The electricity is supplied from the powerhouse, okay, and it is also stored in powerhouse. So what is the powerhouse? Powerhouse is a place where electricity is produced, that electricity is stored, and that electricity is supplied also. The same thing, electricity is a form of energy. The same thing that with the energy, mitochondria is performed in our cell. So mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. So what are the functions of mitochondria? The first and important function of mitochondria is mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell. And this is direct question also. Why the mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell? So mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell because it performs the functions of powerhouse. What is the answer? Powerhouse of the cell, because the three reasons are there for this. And what is the first reason why it is called the powerhouse of the cell? It is called powerhouse of the cell because it produces energy. In mitochondria, the complete respiration is going on, and because of that, energy is produced. So mitochondria produces energy after complete respiration. The process of respiration is completed in mitochondria, and so the energy is produced in mitochondria. Mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell because it produces energy. But that energy is also stored in mitochondria. Mitochondria stored energy in the form of stored energy in the form of ATP. Another a new term for you. It is called adenosine triphosphate. It is a form of energy. It is a molecule in which the energy is stored in mitochondria of the cell. Mitochondria not only produces the energy, it stores the energy also. And whenever body or the cell needed energy, what is the third role of the mitochondria? Mitochondria supply the stored energy when we require. Mitochondria supply the energy when required. This is why the mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. So this is first an important function of the mitochondria. With this, mitochondria perform too much more functions. We have to calculate one more. It regulates the metabolic activity of the cell. What is the second function of the mitochondria? It regulates the metabolic activities of cell. Metabolic activity, it means all the activities which are essential for the cell. Okay, जो सेल के लिए जरूरी है, all that activities are called the metabolic activity. जो सेल के लाइफ को सस्टेन करने के लिए जरूरी है, जिंदा रहने के लिए जरूरी है, that is called the metabolic activity. Now one more important thing is here, that is not included directly in the function, but that is important about the ATP. ATP is the form in which energy is stored in mitochondria. And you know that ATP is called the energy currency of the cell. It is called energy currency of the cell. Energy currency of the cell. ठीक है, currency का मतलब होता है रुपी. Whenever you need the money, you have that money. So whenever we need the energy, we have the energy. That is called the energy currency. And this is about the mitochondria. Now we have to study about one more cell organelle, and that is called the chloroplast. Chloroplast, it is a cell organelle again which is present in the eukaryotic cell. Why it is present in the eukaryotic cell? Because it is a membrane bonded. Membrane bonded, which is covered by a membrane. It is not open from all the sides. Okay. Next cell organelle is called the chloroplast. That's the 7th number of the organelle. Chloroplast. Actually, chloroplast is the kind of plastid. Chloroplast is a kind of plastid. Plastids are called the colored pigment or the pigments which are present in the plant. One more important thing, this cell organelle is present only in plant cell. Okay, what is the direct meaning of this? It is absent in animal cell. Why it is absent? Let us know upon that. Chloroplast is a part of a plastid. Okay, what is the plastid? Plastids are the pigments. Pigments which is present in the plant. Okay, you see the plant, it is green in color. Okay, various color of flowers are there, red, yellow, pink, white, different type of colors flowers are there. It means in plant large number of plastids are present, pigments are present, colors are present. Okay, the colors which are present in the plant is classified into 3 types. Okay, it means the plastid is of 3 types. The 3 types of the plastid is present in plant cell. So first is called leucoplast. Leucoplast is for the white pigment. Leucoplast is the white pigment. The flower is white in color because of the pigment called leucoplast. Second is the chromoplast. Chromoplast is colored pigment. All the colored pigment, all the colors of the plant is because of the chromoplast, except one color, that is green. Except the green color. All the colors are called the chromoplast. Why we exclude green color here? Because the third plastid is chloroplast. And chloroplast is green pigment. And we have to study about the green pigments only. Okay, we have to study about the chloroplast. Our cell organelle is chloroplast. What is the chloroplast? It is a plastid or it is a colored pigment. It is a green colored pigment that is called the chloroplast. It is present, the more important thing is there, it is present only in plant cell. Only in plant cell. As I told you, all the plastids are present in plant cells only. Okay, same as the chloroplast is also present in plant cell only. The first definition for chloroplast. Chloroplast is a green pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, this green pigment or called chlorophyll, that green pigment is called chlorophyll, which is present generally in eukaryotic plant cell, and it performs an important function called function. Okay, an important function, it performs an important function called photosynthesis. What is that important function? That is photosynthesis. Okay. So why the chloroplast is important? Because it performs photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? You already learned about it in your previous classes at 7th or maybe in 8th. Photosynthesis, it is the process by which green plants, green because it is a plastid called chloroplast or chlorophyll, green plants prepare their food. That food preparation process in plants is called photosynthesis. So that is the importance of the chloroplast. Now let's move towards the structure of the chloroplast. Chloroplast is a cell organelle present in eukaryotic cells. It means it is also membrane bonded cell organelle. This cell organelle is also membrane bonded cell organelle. The structure. Chloroplast is also bonded with double membrane. Chloroplast is also bonded with double membrane. Two membranes are present here. One is the outer membrane and another one is the inner membrane. Inside the inner membrane, various disc-shaped part is present like this, and this is called thylakoid. This is called thylakoid. Okay, plate-like structure arrange over one another. एक दूसरे के ऊपर arrange रहते हैं. And this is group of this thylakoid is called granum. Group of thylakoid is called granum. Okay, single group is grana or granum. This thylakoid is joined together. It is joined together by tube-like structure like this. And this is called lamella. So what is present inside the chloroplast? It contains this like a structure called thylakoid. Group of thylakoid is called granum, and granum is connected to each other. That is called the lamella. Some liquid is also present here. This liquids all over protect the part of the cell or the part of the organelle, and this liquid is called stroma. Okay, so this is the structure of the chloroplast. Chloroplast is double membrane bonded structure. It is found in higher plants. It consists oval or biconvex shape of thylakoid, and group of the thylakoid is called the grana or the granum, and it is joined together by the lamella. Now see the structure of chloroplast. It contains, first, it is double membrane bonded organelle. It is double membrane bonded organelle. Membrane bonded organelle. That is important because it is the organelle present in eukaryotic cells only. So it is membrane bonded. Second, it contains disc-like or biconvex. This is the biconvex or disc-like substance which is arranged, the membrane arranged over one another. Disc-like or biconvex arrangement called thylakoid. It also contains granum or grana. What is granum? It is group of thylakoid arranged over one another. Okay. Now lamella. It connects the granum. Okay. Then the stroma. It is the fluid or matrix which is present. In it. So this is about the structure of chloroplast. And what is the function of chloroplast? The function of chloroplast, we are repeating again and again. It is very much important because all the living creatures present on the earth get their food from the plants only. And plants have ability to prepare the food. And that ability present in plants only because of this chloroplast. So what is the function of chloroplast? Chloroplast performs photosynthesis because it has the green pigment, and this is the important function of chloroplast. Now only one and important function. Chloroplast, which is also called chlorophyll, performs photosynthesis. And you know very well what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants prepare their food. So this is all about the chloroplast. So what is going on in today's class? First is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is double membrane bonded organelle which is present in the eukaryotic cell, and it is called the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called the powerhouse of the cell? You know very well. Second class is about the plastid, and one important plastid is that the chloroplast. Chloroplast is important because it performs the photosynthesis. And what is photosynthesis? It is the process by which green plants prepare their food. One more important thing, right in the structure only, chloroplast is also an organelle. It is also an organelle. Let's just create in the fifth point. It is also an organelle which has own ribosome and DNA. Okay, chloroplast contains its own DNA molecule and ribosome. Now we have two cell organelles here, which have their own DNA and the ribosome. One is the mitochondria and next one is the chloroplast. So this is all for today's class. Bye bye.